Hi guys, and welcome back to another monthly plan with me. This month we're setting up June, of course, and as you can see, I'm trying to pick up my color palette. I wanted blues, and looking back, I wish I had used different markers. I wish I'd actually used the Crayola Super Tips instead of the ones I go ahead and use. These came from the dollar store, the $1.25 tree, and they didn't bleed through, but they did ghost really bad. But as you can see, I'm doing the Jesse Curran method of using washi tape to get crisp lines, and this of me just doing the little bit you're going to see here of the washi took 40 minutes to record. So here in a minute, I'm going to stop recording me doing this and moving the tape and everything, and come back to you once I've finished doing all the color blocks I wanted. Like you've seen, I did check to see if it was bleeding through. It wasn't bleeding through, it just ghosted really bad. But I honestly love the color palette I went with the blues, the 3 varying blues. It turned out beautifully. And I love doing the washi tape method. I literally turned on a TV show and sat and watched TV while I did this. I filmed this on Mother's Day, so it was raining. It was wonderful. And as you can see, there's a completed thing. Now, on the left-hand side, if you are detail-oriented, you'll notice that they're not in the order they should be in, because I thought if I did every other one, they would, bounce back and forth, but I wasn't taking into consideration there was 3 colors instead of 2. So they're out of order, and every middle one is the same color. It doesn't bother me when I'm looking at it. I've already filled this page in for the month, and it doesn't bother me. I just wanted to bring attention because I realized after I took all the washi tape off that I made that mistake. So as you can see, I'm putting in my June headings, and I'm alternating colors for that as well. And then the top 3 here are 3 things I want to get done in June. The next is my June TBR. I have found I wanted a place in my journal to have my TBR because I'll be editing a video or making a blog post, and I'll forget what I told you I wanted for my TBR, and I don't have my reading journal with me, so I wanted a place to put that. And then lastly below is my 5 goals for the month. I had been doing 10, and it's just too much for me to do. It was just too much to keep track of, so I didn't. And then the longer panel on the left, on the right, is the YouTube, my YouTube schedule, what's planned, and then what actually gets posted, I'm going to put here. This is my monthly spread for June. I decided to try something new. I've been doing the big calendar monthlies for the last 2 months in this journal, and I realized I don't go back to look at my monthly as often as I would like. Right now I'm using it for future planning, and that's okay for the most part, but I want to get to using it a little more. And I think if I did a small monthly like this, where I can reference what day a date falls on, it may be used a little bit more. I've actually wrote a few things in the little bitty boxes there, but I figured I might use it a little more if I did it this way. And then below it, I have a list of 101 things I want to do in my yearly journal, and I keep forgetting about them. So I wanted to take and pull 5 and put them in my bullet journal, my everyday journal. That way they're right there in my face and I could see them. So I'm just filling in the dates, and I'm alternating those blues again, which I love the way it looks. My May turned out really well, really good. I am learning more about my own color palette and what I want in a color palette as I go along. And so I love the way it came out. Now this is May. As you can see, I went green, purple, and gray. And then I've been doing dailies, which I love so much. It works for my brain. I love setting up dailies. And now you're looking at me set up my cleaning tracker. I saw this on Pinterest, and if I can find the pin again, I'll link it. It just was somebody who tracked week by week different cleaning activities they wanted to get done. And I have been trying to set up a weekly cleaning, like maintenance cleaning during the week, and it has not worked. I have a flip out in the front of my journal for it. It's just not working at all. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, and try to figure that out. And so finally it hit me to do maybe do a monthly one where I'm not forcing myself to do something every day, but I'm just tracking when it gets done. That way I can better assess how I want to do things by having the data that I'm already doing currently. So that's what I'm doing. I'm setting this up, and then I have a place for daily tasks, and that's just for me to list things that I'm noticing I do on a daily basis already. Below that is notes. So any notes I have about this, and then on the left hand side I went ahead and did goals, because I want to make a goal around cleaning when I'm done, and so I want to give myself a space to do that. So yeah, there's that. And now we're about to get into my book journal for the month. I don't think I had anything else here. I think I'm just trying to get my colors together. Yeah, so here's my May book journal. It turned out so good. I didn't know how going to a line journal was going to do for me. I genuinely thought I was going to hate it. I figured it might last all of a week, and then I was going to want another dotted one, but I am loving using a lined journal. It's perfect for my purposes. I think with a dot grid, I just felt like I needed to do more in it and like draw more in it, because it is a dot grid, where this I don't feel that pressure to do that. So what you're seeing is I'm pasting in my own painting that I did on this handcrafted paper that I had laying around the house. And I hate this glue stick. I don't know if I've mentioned that before in a video, but I'm just trying to use them up because I bought them, but I absolutely hate the Dollar Tree brand glue stick. I highly recommend just buying the Crayola one instead, because it's worth a little extra of the it's worth a little extra in pennies to make sure it sticks, because you're gonna see here that I literally have to re-glue like 3 or 4 times to get this to stay. It's the same way with my Wicked King and Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes spread, were the same paper. I use the same paper technique. I had to re-glue those every time I open this journal pretty much. They're pretty much stuck down now, but I literally had to re-glue them like 7 times to get them to stick. So yeah. The other thing, the brightness is about to change, because I realized looking at my watch, I couldn't see the white writing I was doing. And I didn't know if my phone camera was picking it up. And so I went ahead and turned the brightness down so that y'all could see the June a little bit better and kind of see what I was doing. I had never used these white pens before. I bought them intending to use them and just never got a chance to use them. And now with the painted paper I've been making, I am using them like crazy and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm just filling in the title, the June title. And there I go, playing with the brightness so you can see a little bit better. And then on the right side, I'm going to go ahead and put in my TBR. My TBR is always broke down into 3 categories. You have my physical, so it's on my shelves I'm reading, my library books I want to read, and then audiobooks. I fill in the library, I fill in the physical in the library because I already filmed that video, which will come after this one. It comes out before this one. I think through my schedule. It'll come out before this one, and I Also have already filmed a couple other ones for June too. But so I filled in my TBR, my physical TBR. I left one blank there, you can tell, because I could not remember the name of it from Save My Life, and I still don't, sitting here recording this voiceover, so I'm gonna have to go figure that out later. And then I have my library books, which I remembered all 3 of those, and then just a space for 3 audiobooks I'm hoping to get to. And then on the other side, I went ahead and set up my finished, so I can keep track of what I actually finished in this month. The last 3 things I decided to add was my average rating, my number of pages, and my favorite book. And there you have it. That is June in my journals. I am excited to get into them and start planning. I love the way this painted paper come out. I have been painting more, and so to see it in my journals just makes me happy. And I'm probably gonna have to re-glue it again, but you know, that's it. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.